Welcome to Takedown DFS. We got our 2021 NFL rankings. I'm pretty pumped about this. NFL is my favorite sport. It's the one I'm best at, and I got some crazy picks in these rankings. So let's get into these and try not to make this the longest video ever as I go through my QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, defenses, and sleepers. I'm going to make some individual videos as well on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. But here's my full breakdown here on my full rankings. Also, SUPERDRAFT is a great site, so if you guys want to play there, they're going to have some great contests. They use multiplier format instead of the FANDUEL and DraftKings salary cap. And if you use promo code TakedownDFS, you deposit $20, you'll have $45 to play with. They'll give you an extra $25. So what are you doing? Just get in there with the $20. You have $45 to play with. So they have great MLB and MMA contests going right now, and we're doing NFL preseason. So get in there quick and start making some money on SUPERDRAFT. But let's get into this. Start off with QBs here. Start at the bottom of the list. I'm going with my top 23 QBs. At 23 down here, we got Sam Darnold. He's got DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson, and he gets thrown into this offense. I think that their defense is pretty bad, which is going to account for them a lot of team scoring on them to try and put high-scoring games, especially with some of the bad defenses in the division with the Atlanta Falcons and the Saints not as good as they used to be. So I think they're going to have some high offensive games, but I have them ranked down to 23 because I don't think that offense as a whole is going to mesh too well as some of the other offenses. On to the next guy, 22, we got Derek Carr. Derek Carr over here, he's a great QB. I just don't think he has the pieces around him. I think the Raiders' offense can be pretty good, but I don't think they're going to put up too many points. So that's why I have him down low, below a lot of these guys. But not my favorite offense to target, but Derek Carr is a pretty good QB as a whole. So I think he needs a little bit more pieces, but that's why I've ranked down 22. At 21, I think this guy would be higher, except for the addition of Najee Harris. So as wide receiver, you're going to see a lot of his wide receivers ranked high, and Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got James Washington. He's got a couple tight ends. So he's got a lot of offensive weapons, but I think that in his old age, and this could be his last season, I think they lean on the run game a lot more. I think he gets almost a Derrick Henry type role, Derrick Henry light role in Najee Harris. So I think Najee Harris is going to be the focal point of this offense this year. Next, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick with the Washington football team. I think he'll be the starting QB. I like Terry McLaurin. I like Logan Thompson. And he's just the guy that fits in with that. I don't know if he's going to be the QB the whole season. If he does, I think he'll rank around here. But not bad for a flyer. Although he doesn't have the best offensive line. And the defense is pretty good. So they're going to be able to they're going to try and run the ball a lot more, I feel like, to eke out games. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, don't mind a flyer on him. Now top 20, we got number 19, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is ranked in the top 20 this year just because that offense is they're going to just try and put up points. That's all they're going to try and do. They're not trying to do anything. They're just going to let Trevor Lawrence do his thing. And now he's got his pass catching bag and Travis Etienne coming with him. He's got Laviska Shenault and DJ Chark, two guys I'm very high on. And I think he's just going to be a good guy to go with this offense. Next is Tua Tagovailoa. He gets his buddy Jalen Waddle over there. They add the addition of Will Fuller. And I don't think the offense is that great. I don't think the scheme they run or the plays they run are good for a high pace. But I think as they go, Tua Tagovailoa should be good enough for fantasy to get you into the top 20 in fantasy. So that's why I have him ranked down at 18. 17, I have Daniel Jones. Full disclosure, I'm a Giants fan. Pretty high on Daniel Jones. I would have him higher, but also, I'm not sure if you guys know, but out of the Giants games, 13 of them went under, and our defense got better, and Jason Garrett's more of a guy that's methodical. He just tries to do, he sometimes does 3 straight run plays, and now with Barkley back, I could see them not even throwing that much, but Daniel Jones has the weapons now. He has Kadarius Toney, he's got Kenny Galladay, he's got Sterling Shepard, he got Saquon Barkley, even has Kyle Rudolph to go with Evan Ingram. So I like Daniel Jones as QB this year, but for fantasy-wise, I don't think he's going to have as much attempts per game as some of these other guys. Next is Joe Burrow We got Joe Burrow here. He's got a bad offensive line, but they're just going to let him throw the ball. It worries me coming off the knee injury, but now he's got his buddy in Jamar Chase to pair with T. Higgins, two guys I'm pretty high on. So, and with Tyler Boyd there. So I think they're going to try and run the ball a little bit more this year with his knee, but he's got weapons around him, so I like him. Next up, we have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I think the Eagles are going to be pretty bad this year. Their defense is atrocious, and new coaching staff. I don't think they're going to be that good this year, but Jalen Hurts, he's got the feet. He's got the running ability, so that's the thing. And now you pair him with the number one receiver in Devontae Smith. So I think he'll be able to do enough on the feet to mix with that. As you saw, he's put up some big fantasy weeks when he was running the ball. So I like Jalen Hurts and because of that. Kirk Cousins, everyone saw the breakout year from Justin Jefferson there. Got Adam Thielen. He's got Irv Smith Jr. at tight end. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. He's just going to be a guy that finishes in this range every year because that's the way this offense runs. He's got a good offense to go along with that. Next up, we have Baker Mayfield. Got Odell Beckham Jr. We got Jarvis Landry. We got Austin Hooper, Kareem Hunt out of the backfield, and then Nick Chubb in the running game. He's just a guy that's going to mesh well with this offense. A lot of talent around him. They got a good defense, so I don't know if he's going to need to put up that many points, but he's got a good offense around him and finishes around here. So I like him at 13th spot, just below our next guy, and Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan gets the addition of Kyle Pitts. He loses Julio Jones, but him to Calvin Ridley should be a lot this year. And he came back for another year. Everyone thought that Matt Ryan might be done here, but I think they're just let him throw. I think he's going to get the Ben Roethlisberger treatment like last year, where they just let him throw a bunch of times a game. Mike Davis is going to be the running back, but I don't think they run him too much. So I like Matt Ryan here at QB. Next up, we have Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert with the Chargers. We got him with Eckler out of the backfield, good pass catching back. We got Keenan Allen, got Mike Williams. I think Justin Herbert's going to take a step up this year, and that's a high-paced offense. So that's why I like. I feel like he's in the Daniel Jones, Joe Burrow range, Tua Tagovailoa, but they're a high-paced offense, and I think they're going to throw the ball a lot. Eckler's going to do a lot of his work out of the passing game, and I like Justin Herbert here in the high-paced offense. So now we get into the top 10. I got ranked at number 10. Everyone knows this guy, Tom Brady, Super Bowl winning champ down here in Tampa. He's got a lot of weapons on this offense. The running game in Tampa is almost non-existent. They have some good guys, but they don't run the ball too much because they know their bread and butter is the pass. We've got Chris Godwin. We got Mike Evans. We've got Antonio Brown. I even love this rookie, Jalen Darden. I think he's going to be a special talent in this league. Gronkowski, O.J. Howard coming back. So, yeah, Tom Brady, you can't mess around with that offense. I think he's going to be a top 10 QB, but right there on the board at number 10. Number 9, we got Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford takes his talents to the L.A. Rams in that trade to get with Jared Goff. He's going there with Sean McVay. I think Sean McVay is going to take a step up with Stafford's game even more. Stafford just needs a good offense around him. He's been wallowing away on the Lions. So I think him into Robert Woods is going to be the big thing this year. And then Cooper Kupp in that at the slot is going to be very nice. And now with the running back going down, Cam Akers, now they have Henderson. Henderson could catch the ball out of the backfield a little bit. And I think they're going to lean more on Stafford because the run game is almost non-existent now to a point. Next up, we have Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill was great last year. Everyone underrates this guy. I'm not sure why. He's one of the top QBs in the league, stats-wise. He's putting up the same numbers as Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. So I don't know why people weren't putting him in the top 10. He's number 8 QB for me right now because he's got Julio Jones. He's got AJ Brown. And he's got Derrick Henry, of course, out of the backfield. It's just they're going to run the ball a lot. Just good offense. So when they're winning games, they kind of coasted a lot. I think this year they have a lot more closer games, which makes Tannehill throw a lot more. So I really like Tannehill this year. That's why I've ranked at number 8. Number 7, we have Dak Prescott. Coming off the injury is scary, and the fact that he had a shoulder injury at camp is scary as well. CeeDee Lamb is going to be a beast this year. If you see the training camp videos, he was really good last year. So I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be his wide receiver 1. You also got Tony Pollard, which I think is going to do a lot more in the running game. He's a better pass-catching back than Zeke. And we've got, of course, Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup. And Gallup went into the slot now, so I think that could be a good step for him. But, he's got a lot of weapons around him. He's going to face the Eagles' defense twice. I like Dak Prescott here at number 7. Number 6, we got Russell Wilson. Of course, Russell Wilson's got DK Metcalf. He's got Chris Carson. He's got Tyler Lockett. Russell Wilson has ability on the ground as well. Russell Wilson's always going to be right hovering there in the top 10, round number 6. I would have Dak a little bit above him, but I think Russell Wilson with the running ability is going to edge him out in fantasy points. So I like Russell Wilson here at number 6. Number 5, we have Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a very talented guy. You saw what he does with his feet. He's got a couple more guys that he has to throw the ball to now. He's got the rookie that he just got. He's got Marquise Brown. He's got a lot of weapons here. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is great out of the backfield. So I think his rushing ability is going to carry him a little bit more. And, so I like Lamar Jackson at top 5. So at number 4, we got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is officially going to play. I don't know why people didn't think he's going to come back to Green Bay. I saw this coming from a mile away. He's just didn't want to do the training full-on summer camp. I just wanted to focus on himself. I can't blame the guy. Rodgers comes back, and I think Rodgers to Devontae Adams is going to be big this year. I think it's their last year together. They talked about The Last Dance. They both posted that cryptic picture of The Last Dance saying, like, this is their last year. I think they're going to let Rodgers sling it. I like Rodgers here with all of his weapons, but especially Devontae Adams. You can't doubt Rodgers. Rodgers could even come up for another MVP season. I like Rodgers number 4, slightly behind the top 3 I have here. Number 3, I have Patrick Mahomes. Everyone has him ranked number 1, but you saw how he got exposed in the Super Bowl with his offensive line. If his offensive line didn't get any better over the offseason, I don't think it got much better. So, of course, he's got Tyreek Hill. Of course, he's got Travis Kelce. Of course, he's got Mecole Hardman and a couple other guys. And the guy out of the backfield, blanking on his name, the rookie. It was a rookie last year. But, the Kansas City Chiefs offense is going to be very good. But I don't think it's better than these top 2 guys. So, I like Patrick Mahomes there. Josh Allen. Josh Allen's got his security blanket and Cole Beasley, and over the middle, he's got they got no running game. They just let him toss the ball. They got good running backs, but they'll just let him toss the ball around. I think they're going to keep doing that because Josh Allen has the arm, and of course, you got Stephon Diggs over the top to break the top off of any offense. I like Josh Allen a lot here. I think he's going to be one of the top 2 highest scoring quarterbacks. That's why I have him ranked number 2 behind my surprise guy, number 1, that you can see on there. You're probably wondering what I have to say about him. But, I like Josh Allen number 2 above Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. But I think Josh Allen's going to have another great year. Number 1, we got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's got this offense that it's crazy. Yes, added DeAndre Hopkins last season. He's got A.J. Green. He's got Larry Fitzgerald. He's got all these guys, and they don't have much of a run game. I think with Chase Edmonds, and Chase Edmonds does a lot of his work if you know him for fantasy in the pass game. But Kyler Murray, I think, is going to have an amazing season. I think this guy could break records. I think this guy is going to go nuts. He's going to be throwing the ball so many times a game, 40 attempts a game, and running the ball as well, running for touchdowns. I think he's going to be like Patrick Mahomes was when he was going nuts 2 years ago. I think Kyler Murray does that again with DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Green, Christian Kirk, Larry. I think he's going to have an amazing season. I think Kyler Murray, if I'm picking QB in fantasy, I'm taking Kyler Murray first. So I'm going with him. So if you're in your best balls, I would get Kyler Murray in there right now. So let's go on to the running backs. Try and go a little faster with these so we're not here all day. Number 25, we got Kareem Hunt. Of course, Nick Chubb is in this offense. I talked about how Baker Mayfield's going to spread the ball around. But Kareem Hunt catches a lot of balls in the backfield, goal line back as well. I like Kareem Hunt here at number 25. Number 24, we got Damian Harris. I think he's going to be the lead back for the New England Patriots. I think they're going to throw the ball around, whether it's Cam Newton or Mac Jones. I think it's going to be Cam Newton. But Damian Harris is going to be that goal line guy as well. I think Damian Harris can get bulk of the carries, but you know the Patriots. They don't use just one guy. So I would have him higher, but I like him down there at number 24. 23, we got Arizona Cardinals Chase Edmonds, who I just talked about. A lot of his stuff out of the passing game. I think he's even a good guy to pair with Kyler Murray because I think you either get a Kyler Murray touchdown offense or a Chase Edmonds touchdown. So I think you're going to get a lot of touchdown equity with those two guys and maybe we get it together. 22, we got Myles Gaskins in Miami. Like I said with that offense, they don't have much pace to it. Tua Tagovailoa has weapons now, and Myles Gaskins could break the top off of any defense, but I like him down there at 22. 21, we got Mike Davis. Mike Davis filled in for Christian McCaffrey, playing the Christian McCaffrey role, but I think that role was mostly just the Carolina Panthers thing. Over here in Atlanta, he should have pretty good, but I think they're going to let Matt Ryan air it out with his weapons in Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts. So I like Mike Davis. I just don't like him as much as some people are. At 20, we got Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson is moving up boards now because Cam Akers got hurt. He's going to be the main back there in Los Angeles. But I think Stafford, with his arm, they're going to let Stafford throw. So I think Stafford's going to have a lot of the touchdown equity. But Darrell Henderson should be the main back there in Los Angeles. 19, we got Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, I was talking about Derek Carr. Derek Carr, that offense is doesn't have much pace to it. I don't know what they're going to be doing too much. They're going to let David Carr throw the ball a lot. So Josh Jacobs is that guy, but they were reluctant to give him all the goal line touches, which that scares me for fantasy. So I have him down there at 19. At 18, we got David Montgomery. David Montgomery with the Bears. He was breaking out at the end of last season. I think he's going to be a focal point in this offense moving forward. With Allen Robinson, it's going to be the three-man show with whoever it is, Andy Dalton or Justin Fields. And then you'll have David Montgomery, Allen Robinson, and Darnell Mooney. But I think David Montgomery is going to see a lot of work in the pass game as well. So I like him there at 18. At 17, we got Chris Carson. Russell Wilson runs a lot of the touchdowns in. He moves the ball around a lot. And Chris Carson gets a bulk of the carries. But I like him a little better than the other guys. But I still don't like him anywhere near my top 10 or 15. Like some people have him. I like him down there at 17. I think he's perfect in that range. 16, Antonio Gibson coming off the injury. Washington, I'm not sure they're going to want Fitzpatrick to throw so much a game. They can only do so much with Terry McLaurin, Logan Thomas, and everything. So I like Antonio Gibson down there at the range 16. I think he should be a good running back in this division. Next on, keeping in the same division, is Miles Sanders. I think he's going to get a lot of running work because they don't want Jalen Hurts throwing too many times, even though Jalen Hurts is viable to steal his touchdowns in the red zone. I like Miles Sanders here. I think he's going to have a good season. I think he's going to do better than he's going to do the best on the Eagles offense. But that's not saying much because I think they're going to be a pretty poor team this year. 14, we got J.K. Dobbins. I think he takes over a huge role for the Ravens. I think they're going to run the ball a lot more with him, to sweeps with that. But also it's obvious that Lamar Jackson takes most of the rushing touchdowns, touchdown equity. J.K. Dobbins, though, can catch a lot of balls out of the backfield, so I like him there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that's who I was slipping my mind before, Kansas City, coming back. In this offense, I think that they're going to run the ball a lot with him because this offensive line is not good. And if you don't run the ball too much, Patrick Mahomes is going to be running for his life every single day. So I think they're going to run the ball a lot. So I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. He's going to be the main back, should be the focal point of the running game. Next at 12, we got Najee Harris. This is what I was saying about the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. I think they're going to run him a lot. So that's actually crazy how I have a rookie in the top 12. I think Najee Harris is going to be a great running back. And if he's falling in drafts, I would go ahead and snag him because I think they run the ball a lot in the Steelers offense. Next, we have Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler, I talked about this a little bit with Justin Herbert. He's going to be the main guy. He catches a lot of balls in the backfield. He's the guy that can go for 1,000 and 1,000. I like him a lot. He has a lot of upside, but just doesn't make the top 10 for me. 10, we got Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon here with the Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's coming off the injury. They don't have a great offensive line, but I think they run the ball a lot with Joe Mixon to try and keep their defense off the field and also try and keep Joe Burrow from having to throw too much a game coming off an injury. So I think Joe Mixon is going to be a workhorse, and I like him there. Number 9, we got Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, I think he's going to be more of a workhorse back now. Actually, I have him slightly higher. He's probably around that range. But I had slightly higher when Wentz was there because I think the offense would flow a little bit more. He's actually going to get more work now that Wentz is not there. But it's going to be less efficient because Wentz would have helped that offense a lot. So Jonathan Taylor should be a workhorse guy. And, I like him right there in the top 10. Number 8, we got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones should be the next guy in line behind Devontae Adams for a focal point in this offense besides, of course, Aaron Rodgers. They like to run the ball a lot with Aaron Jones to get the play action so that Rodgers can throw the ball deep. So I like Aaron Jones a lot in this offense, and that's why I remember having him ranked at 8. At 7, we got Ezekiel Elliott. A lot of people have him top 3, top 4. I don't see it. I see them moving on with Tony Pollard a lot more. I see it as a 60-40 or 70-30 split. A lot of people are talking about how Tony Pollard was just a little bit of a thing, but I think he's more than just a thing. I think Tony Pollard's a great running back, and if he was starting in this, if Ezekiel Elliott wasn't in the picture, I would like Tony Pollard a lot. But I think Elliott gets most of the carries, but I can see Tony Pollard stealing drives away from him. So that's why Elliott falls a little bit for me. At 6, we got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, he's the focal point of that Browns offense. Of course, Kareem Hunt's there, but he's going to be running the ball a lot. They want to keep the ball out of Baker Mayfield's hands as much as they can. Even though he's a great guy, he makes a lot of mistakes. So, and they have a great defense. So running the ball and defense is the way to win a lot of games. So I think Nick Chubb is going to be a focal point of that offense. Alvin Kamara, he drops a little bit for me with Drew Brees retiring. We have Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. I think if Jameis Winston's there, I think it actually helps him a lot because they're going to run the ball a lot, and Jameis Winston won't steal as many runs as Taysom Hill would. I like Alvin Kamara a lot, though, because he'll be the single focal point of this offense. I think Michael Thomas is a little bit of a back burner now, and Alvin Kamara should get a lot of catches out of the backfield, a lot of them there. I think he's a very, very, very viable 1,000 threat. At 4, we got Saquon Barkley. A lot of people are scared that he's not going to play week 1. That, he's on the players unable to perform list. He's coming late to training camp. He's not ready yet. He's ready. They're just he had an ACL injury. They're just doing their timetable. Even if he's not, even if he was ready, perfectly ready, they're not going to give him right back out there. So I like Saquon Barkley a lot. I think he starts week 1. I don't know what the fuss is about, and I think he's going to be a great guy this year. Could even go top 1 or 2, but I can't put him above these guys. At 3, we got Derrick Henry, workhorse guy in Tennessee. I talked about this. Yeah, he's just going to be running the ball a shit ton, and then he's going to be a workhorse guy. I like Derrick Henry a lot. Dalvin Cook is a guy that catches balls out of the backfield, runs it a lot, workhorse guy, but he's more in the passing game as well. And I think it's just a 3-man show between Jefferson, Thielen, and Cook. So I think those guys are going to have a lot of equity in this offense. I like Dalvin Cook a lot. Number 1 is Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey does it all. He gets so many touches a game. This guy could go for 40 fantasy points almost every week against any defense. Take the top off defense in the pass game. Can run right through you in the run game, and he's the focal point in this offense, especially with Mike Davis gone now. So I think Sam Darnold is going to have his favorite target be a running back, and it's going to be Christian McCaffrey. Excuse me. This one, wide receiver, I'm going to run through a little bit quicker. Down here at 37, I got a rookie. I got Rashad Bateman for the Baltimore Ravens, showing a lot of promise in camp. And I think he's going to be a guy that takes the top off of defense and a legit threat for legit wide receiver 1 for Lamar Jackson. 36, we got Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts, I think he's going to be Jalen Hurts' favorite target. He's going to be a fast guy, the twitchy guy that he's going to look for him on the passes when Jalen Hurts is in trouble. So I like Devontae Smith a lot. Robbie Anderson, he's got the deep threat for Carolina. I think when Christian McCaffrey's cutting everything up and DJ Moore is the guy the defense is worried about, Robbie Anderson's going to go over the top. Will Fuller down there in Miami. They got to mix in Jalen Waddle. They got to mix in Will Fuller with Devontae Parker and the guys they have now. But Will Fuller is another guy that can go over the top. I think he should mesh well with Tua Tagovailoa, and I think it'll look to him more than Waddle because of his experience in the NFL. Chase Claypool, I like him a lot on the Steelers offense. Like I said, I think they run the ball a lot more, so I don't like him as much as I did. I don't think he does as good as he did last year, but I still like him, Chase Claypool in this offense. Jerry Jeudy is going to be very good for the Broncos, but everyone forgets Courtland Sutton was out all last year. I think he's going to be better for them. So I like Jerry Jeudy, but I think he falls a little bit with Courtland Sutton taking a lot of targets. T. Higgins should be good, but I think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they bring the mojo back, and that Jamar Chase is the favorite target. But T. Higgins out of the slot should be good, but I think they run a little bit more with Mixon. Michael Thomas, like I said, I think Alvin Kamara is going to be the focal point of this, and especially if they bring in Taysom Hill, I don't think that's going to be that great for Michael Thomas. If it's Jameis Winston starting at QB, I like Michael Thomas a little bit more, but I don't like him that much in this offense with no Drew Brees. Deebo Samuel, I'm a very big fan of him with the 49ers, whether it's Trey Lance, who I really like Trey Lance, or Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Deebo Samuel is going to be very good in this offense. Him and Brandon Ayuk are a great pairing. Courtland Sutton, just talked about him. He's coming back. Everyone forgets big body receiver, top guy, top 5 guy. So could be, as I said, potentially be top 5 guy. But I like him there. 28, Courtland Sutton. 27, Jamar Chase. Just talked about that. The connection with Joe Burrow. I think he should be the number 1 guy in this offense. Got DJ Chark. Should be the best overall skill wide receiver that Trevor Lawrence has between him and Laviska Shenault. I think he should be good in this offense. Should get a lot of the targets for Trevor Lawrence. 25, we got Deontay Johnson. He's a guy that just does volume alone. Chase Claypool may be the better guy, but I rank Deontay Johnson higher because he sees about 9-10 targets a game. So I think when targets go down for everybody, he's still going to get a lot of targets because he's the reliable guy at the slot. Next, we have Odell Beckham Jr. He think he's going to be the focal point for the wide receivers in this offense, but a lot of this stuff goes through the run game. So, Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't have the best touchdown equity. So I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to be a lot of this offense. But Odell Beckham should be wide receiver 1 for the Browns. Next, we have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp with Matt Stafford. I think Matt Stafford helps him out because a little bit more accurate passes. Guy out of the slot. Cooper Kupp should see a lot of volume, just like Deontay Johnson. I think he does a little better than him, though. Next, we have Amari Cooper. I like the Cowboys offense as a whole, but I think that Amari Cooper takes a step back and CeeDee Lamb takes a step up. We'll see where I have TD Lamb ranked in a little bit. Tyler Lockett's number 2 guy in this offense. DK Metcalf, the big body receiver that Russell Wilson likes to throw the ball up to. I think he's going to be the number 1 guy in this offense, but Tyler Lockett's always a fast guy that's going to have breakout weeks. Brandon Ayuk, I'm very high on this guy. Him and Deebo Samuel, I'm a big fan of. I think that when Trey Lance takes over this team, these 3 are going to be a great core for 49ers to have. But yeah, I like Brandon Ayuk a lot. Kenny Golladay, I would have him ranked higher. I think he's better than some of these receivers. But like I said, the Giants' offense goes under a lot. Saquon's back. You got Kadarius Toney. We got Shepard, Engram. There's a lot of targets go around. But Kenny Golladay should be wide receiver 1 for the Giants. 18, we got Adam Thielen. A lot of touchdown equity for him, although Dalvin Cook is in the backfield, and now Justin Jefferson should take another step up. But, yeah, I like Adam Thielen a lot. DJ Moore should be the number 1 guy behind Christian McCaffrey. Deep threat for Sam Darnold. If Sam Darnold's pretty accurate on his passes, DJ Moore should have a great season. I like DJ Moore a lot in this offense. 16, we got Robert Woods. Robert Woods should be the number 1 guy for Matt Stafford. I like him a lot. I could even see him going higher. I couldn't rank him above some of these guys I wanted to, but I like Robert Woods a lot. I think like he's going a lot lower in some people's rankings. I like Robert Woods with Matt Stafford. I think you're going to be a great connection. Next up, we have Julio Jones. Julio Jones over in Tennessee. A.J. Brown should be the number 1 guy there, but Julio Jones is going to be a beast, especially if he has number 2 corners on him. And Derrick Henry, stuff in the box. Woof, that's going to be a great offense for Ryan Tannehill. Next, we have Chris Godwin at number 14. And number 13, we'll talk about both of them. I have 2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receivers ranked back-to-back. We got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Mike Evans is a touchdown threat, big body guy. Chris Godwin's the speed guy. Both have a touchdown threat, but then you had Rob Gronkowski. You got a lot of people in this offense, but I like both of them. Both of them should be top 15 wide receivers. Next up, we have Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen with Justin Herbert. He should be Justin Herbert's number 1 guy. Gets a lot of targets a game, sometimes even 13 to 15 targets in a given week, and he catches a lot of them. So I like Keenan Allen, volume alone, and that pace. 11, we got Allen Robinson. I don't know if it's going to be Andy Dalton or Justin Fields, but they got nobody there. They got guys I like Darnell Mooney, but he hasn't shown me anything yet in Montgomery. But Allen Robinson see a lot of targets. They have nothing to lose. Just throw a ball at Allen Robinson. Number 10, we got DK Metcalf. He fell a little bit for me because I don't like how he slowed down later in the year. I don't know if it was defenses figuring him out. It's hard to figure out a guy that big. Can't really figure him out, but they're pressuring him a little bit more and stuff. I think he's taking a little bit step back, but still a top 10 guy. At 9, I got Terry McLaurin. Another guy in the NFC East over here, we got, I think he's going to be a great wide receiver in the NFL. He's a reliable speed guy. Could be Deontay Johnson, Cooper Kupp type that catches a lot of balls. But he's got speed to break one at any time. So I like Terry McLaurin a lot. I have CeeDee Lamb ranked in my top 10. I got him at number 8. A lot of people don't have him in the top 10. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be a beast this year. It's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough for us NFC East corners to guard him. I think the Giants got the best chance with our corners, but we'll see here. But CeeDee Lamb should be a beast this year. I think he'll be the number 1 wide receiver in Dallas by a lot and has a chance to be a top 5, top 3 guy. Next, we have A.J. Brown. Like I said, A.J. Brown, number 1 guy in Tennessee. I think they throw the ball up to him a lot. I think he's going to have a great season, especially with Julio Jones not allowing them to double cover him. Next, we have Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson took a huge step up in his rookie year. Great guy. Great speed. Great routes. This guy is great. Kirk Cousins should be able to get the ball to him, and I think he's going to be the focal point of the my Minnesota Vikings offense besides Dalvin Cook. At number 5, we got Calvin Ridley. No Julio Jones. You had Kyle Pitts, but you lose Julio Jones there. He's going to have a lot more people on coverage with him, but he should see a lot more targets. This guy should be a force, and if Calvin Ridley's the real deal, he'll be just like these next 4 guys I'm going to talk to. One of those guys that you know they're going to be on an island, but you know they're going to win. And that's a guy like Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is my number 2 ranked quarterback in Josh Allen. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be really good this year. I think he's going to get a lot of targets, be force-fed from Josh Allen. Josh Allen throws so much a game that volume alone should be Stephon Diggs, a top 5 wide receiver. Number 3, we got DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins is a great guy. Unbelievable. Could be the top wide receiver in the league. It's always a debate between him and Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. But DeAndre Hopkins should be, I think he has breakout potential to be blow the walls off this, especially since I think I have Kyler Murray as my number 1 QB. So I like DeAndre Hopkins a lot. I wanted to rank him above Tyreek Hill, but a lot of people have him ranked Tyreek Hill ranked number 1, and he's got the speed thing where Tyreek Hill could have games with 60 fantasy points. So DeAndre Hopkins could as well, but I think their offense is a little more spread out than the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, number 2. A lot of people have him ranked number 1. I think the guy I have it ranked at number 1 is better this year. But Tyreek Hill, if you see him on the board, get him. He's going to be great this year. It's just they have Travis Kelce. And the offensive line isn't that good. And I think they run the ball a little bit more. Devontae Adams, number 1 wide receiver here. I think Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers would be a great combo. Last dance they were talking about, and Devontae Adams wants a big contract. So I think Devontae Adams goes nuts this season. So I really like Devontae Adams. 1 second. Sorry about that. Need some water. Next, we'll go on to tight ends. Tight ends here, we got number 20. We got Austin Hooper with the Browns offense. A lot of these guys are going to be behind the wide receivers, but their offense as a whole, I think he has touchdown equity. Cole Kmet, I like him as the number 3 receiving option behind Allen Robinson. Behind Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney, and then Cole Kmet. 18, we got Jared Cook. I like Jared Cook and Chargers offense. I think he's going to be there with Keenan Allen and everything, and should be a good guy for people to target. Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard's back, but I still think he has a lot of touchdown equity, and Tom Brady's favorite guy to target. So can always go Rob Gronkowski. Hunter Henry, I think he's going to be the main tight end over Jonnu Smith. A lot of people like Jonnu Smith better. I think Hunter Henry is going to be the guy in New England. I think he should work well with especially with Mac Jones, because rookies love the tight ends. Next, we have Blake Jarwin. Blake Jarwin's going to be the guy behind Michael Gallup, behind maybe even Cedric Wilson, and then definitely behind Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, but should be in that offense where they throw a lot. Number 14, we got Adam Troutman. Saints tight end, I'm really high on him. I want to rank him down 14 because I haven't seen a lot out of him, but could be a top 10 guy. Logan Thomas at 13. We got him behind Terry McLaurin, behind some of these new guys they got, De'Ami Brown. But I think Logan Thomas should be good. Mike Gesicki, you got to put him behind some of the stuff that they got. He was very good last year, but Tua really should be looking to him. But he also has now Jalen Waddle and Will Fuller in the mix, so that's why I rank him a little lower. Number 11, we got Tyler Higbee. Tyler Higbee should be the number 1 tight end over there. I think he beats out Gerald Everett as number 1 tight end again. And there with Matt Stafford, you better upgrade a QB. Really like Tyler Higbee. Number 10, Evan Ingram, made the Pro Bowl last year. If he had stopped the drops, should be a reliable guy for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones seemed to like him. I don't think he's that reliable as a Giants fan, but Evan Ingram should be the guy there. Number 9, we got Robert Tonyan. Aaron Rodgers loves Robert Tonyan, especially going for touchdowns. When he can't get the ball to his favorite and Devontae Adams, he looks for Robert Tonyan next over Lazard and the other guys. Next, we have Noah Fant. Noah Fant should be the number 3 guy behind Judy and Cortland Sutton for Drew Lock over there. I like Noah Fant a lot. He should be the most reliable guy on the field. Number 7, we got Dallas Goedert. I think he's the number 2 receiving threat on the Eagles behind Devontae Smith, especially with Zach Ertz on the back burner now. I like Dallas Goedert a lot. TJ Hawkinson could even be the number 1 receiving guy for Jared Goff because lost Kenny Galladay now. So I see TJ Hawkinson having a breakout year in a bad Lions offense. Number 5, we got Mark Andrews, the reliable guy for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson looks for him a lot. He loves his tight ends, him and Hayden Hurst. But I think that the introduction of Rashad Bateman and Marquise Brown having a year under his belt make them more targets. So I think Mark Andrews falls a few spots. Kyle Pitts, I like this guy a lot. I think rookie tight ends haven't fared too well in the NFL, but I like Kyle Pitts here in this offense. Should be the number 2 guy behind Calvin Ridley. I just think Kyle Pitts is going to have a great year. I think the top 3 are way ahead of all these guys, but Kyle Pitts is a great guy to target. Darren Waller in the Las Vegas Raiders offense. Derek Carr, this can be his favorite guy. Darren Waller should see a lot of targets. I like Darren Waller a lot. Was even going to put him over Kittle, but I like Kittle too much there. Kittle, Ayuk, and Samuel are the San Francisco offense. They're going to be a lot of this, and Kittle's the number 1 guy, especially if Trey Lance is the guy here. Jimmy Garoppolo loves him, but rookie guys love their tight ends, and especially a guy like Kittle, I would love him too. But George Kittle there, and then number 1's got to be Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's a beast, and especially if Mahomes is pressured, he can't get the ball to Tyreek Hill in those deep routes. Old reliable Travis Kelce. He'll be open. He's always open even when he's not. So I like Travis Kelce a lot here. He's my number 1 tight end. Next, we're going to go through my top 10 and top 10 defenses and worst 10 defenses. We'll go through this quick. At number 10, I have the San Francisco 49ers. They got a really good defense, shorted up with Fred Warner. I think they're going to be a tough defense to target. Top 10, would try to avoid them in fantasy for Daily Fantasy Sports. Number 9, we got the New York Giants. They added their bad. The worst part of the Giants' offense was their secondary and third cornerbacks. Now they got Logan Ryan moving over there to corner. They got Dory Jackson to mix with James Bradbury, and we got to short up the linebackers. So I think the Giants' defense will be very good, even top 5 potential. Hey, we got Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have always had a good defense. You got Denzel Ward. They got all those guys in secondary, and they got the pass rushers. I like the Giants' defense a lot. Cleveland Browns defense, my bad. New England Patriots, they were pretty good last year. Now they get Devontae Hightower back and a couple other guys. Still Stephon Gilmore's there, showing up the cornerback spot. And I think Patriots defense is good, and Belichick always has good defenses. Steelers had a lot of people get hurt at the end of the season. All those guys are coming back healthy, and they think they're going to run the ball a lot. So running and defense paired to go well together. I like the Steelers defense a lot. Washington football team just have beasts there on the defensive line, and Montez Sweat and Chase Young. And they got the super fast linebacker that runs a 4.4 in the draft, and they got decent corners. So Washington football team should be very good this year. Baltimore Ravens. Ravens always have a good defense. They got Mark Humphrey over there, and they got a lot of guys on their edge rush. I like the Ravens a lot, and yeah, so don't target teams against them. Buccaneers, they're my number 3. I don't like their corners as much, but they made up with it so well with that defensive line. Jason Pierre-Paul and so holding that stuff down. And their linebackers are very good, and Devontae David and White. Yeah, like the Buccaneers defense a lot. Denver Broncos. Broncos have a great defense. They got cornerbacks that are very good. Von Miller, Chris Harris Jr. These guys are great, and I wouldn't pick on the Denver Broncos defense. And my number 1 defense is the LA Rams. You got Jalen Ramsey securing up that corner spot. You got Aaron Donald, and I added a few more pieces to that defense. Would not target the Rams defense. Now for my worst 10 defenses. Carolina Panthers. Talked about this, how they're going to need to play a lot because their defense isn't that good. They got a lot of holes to pick on. Their run game's not that great, and they have bad secondary corners, so I target them in the run and the pass. Jets have a great line, but awful corners, so you want to target them in the pass game, not use running backs against them. Eagles have a horrible secondary, and I think their defensive line got worse. So I think I'm going to attack the Eagles a lot in their secondary, especially with these teams in the NFC East that I liked with McLaurin, Galladay, and CeeDee Lamb. Raiders, that's what I was telling about them. They don't have a great defense, so they're going to need to do a lot on offense there, but the pace isn't even that great when they're doing that. But Raiders are a team I would attack. Jaguars aren't really going to do much this season. It's just Trevor Lawrence season. So they're going to do they didn't really secure too much on the defense because they focused a lot on offense in this draft, so I think their defense is going to suffer. Cowboys secondary is atrocious. You're going to want to attack their secondary, and their linebackers got worse. So I would attack this Dallas Cowboys defense here. Falcons would be very susceptible. I think they're going to be a team where, like, almost like what Deshaun Watson was on the Texans, where he was throwing like crazy just to try and catch up. I think that's going to be the Falcons this year with Matt Ryan. Cincinnati Bengals also went offense for Joe Burrow and stuff. They should have went O-line, but they went and got his buddy. Well, didn't attack the defense that much, and defense is going to be pretty bad. Lions could be the worst team. They're going to be competing with this next team for the worst team. They didn't show much on the defense. They downgraded at QB. They lost their wide receiver, and now their defense got even worse. So I don't like the Lions defense at all here. And number 32, we got Houston Texans. Houston Texans are a shit show right now. Bad offense, bad defense, and just attack them on all cylinders pretty much. Now let's go on to my sleepers, and we'll end this video off. A QB, my number 5 sleeper is Tua Tagovailoa. I told you how he has Will Fuller and Jalen Waddle. A lot of potential in this offense. Could even be a great QB. Jameis Winston is my number 4. If he gets the starting job, Jameis Winston was one of the top fantasy QBs not too long ago. And to pair with Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, if he gets 17 games, I think Jameis Winston could have a hell of a season. Number 3 is Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is coming out of nowhere, but I like Laviska Shenault a lot. I like DJ Chark. I like Etienne as the third down back right now. Could even go to a full role. I like Trevor Lawrence a lot here. Daniel Jones. The thing I don't like about this is the pace that they play at, and Jason Garrett's way of calling an offense. But I think he has the potential to be a top guy, especially with them having the 31st ranked offense last year, and now adding Saquon Barkley, Kadarius Toney, and Kenny Golladay, and Kyle Rudolph. That could do wonders for a guy like Daniel Jones. I think he could even take that bump that Josh Allen did. Number 1 is Trey Lance. I'm really high on Trey Lance. I think if he gets the job, he's going to be very good, especially with Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, and Deebo Samuel. Yeah, Trey Lance is one of my biggest sleepers here if he gets the job. At running back, we got Justin Jackson. I think Justin Jackson could steal a little bit away from Austin Eckler. I think he's a great he showed a lot of promise there, and if they want to move a little bit away from Austin Eckler, and if they're not doing good, maybe even get rid of him. Justin Jackson, some more carries. I like him a lot. Javonte Williams, rookie. I think he could be very good here. Not as good as the rookie I have next, but Javonte Williams is a guy I will definitely have my eye on. Next is Travis Etienne. Like I said, he's doing wonders in training camp. Very good pass-catching guy. He's going to be a third-down pass-catching back, but I like him a lot there. And if he gets the full role, him and Trevor Lawrence could be a 1-2 punch. J.K. Dobbins, I like him a lot. He should be the main guy here with Gus Edwards taking a step back, Mark Ingram taking a step back. So I like J.K. Dobbins a lot, and I think if they want to lower Lamar Jackson's runs a little bit more, J.K. Dobbins is the guy to do it. Damian Harrison, it's all about availability and volume here. Damian Harris is a guy that he's going to be very good. I just don't think the Patriots' way of doing things is multiple running backs, but if he gets a workload, you're going to want to pick him up. Wide receiver here, we got Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney is the guy on the Bears. I think he's going to be very good, especially being the main guy, especially if Justin Fields is there, trying to get a new target to pair with Allen Robinson. Should be the number 2 guy there. I like Darnell Mooney a lot. Number 4, we got Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore is on the Jets there. They wanted number 1 guy for Zach Wilson. He could be the number 1 guy, come in together in camp, big body guy, speed. I think Elijah Moore could do something good on this offense. Number 3, we got Jalen Darden. Jalen Darden is on the Buccaneers. No one's going to look at him because of the fact that they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard. They got a lot of weapons, but Jalen Darden is a guy that has 4.4 speed. He's great speed guy, runs routes very well. I like Jalen Darden a lot. It's just the opportunity there. If he gets the opportunity, don't be shocked if you hear Jalen Darden's name a lot. Number 2 is Sterling Shepard. Even though they got Kadarius Toney, even though Barkley's back, even though they got Kenny Golladay, I think Sterling Shepard should lead the team in targets. I think he's going to be a great guy, and I think that even helps him, the fact that they're not going to be able to double cover him out of the slot, because last year they were like, let Slayton beat us. Let them beat us. So I think Sterling Shepard's going to be a very good guy on this offense, and he could end the season with one of the tops in targets this year. He could even do the Deontay Johnson role in Pittsburgh last year. And number 1 is a guy you probably didn't hear a lot about, but Nico Collins. Nico Collins was impressing at the end of last year. He's on the Houston Texans, a very bad offense, but number 1 guy on any offense is going to be pretty good. I think he's going to be the number 1 guy, win the job as the number 1 wide receiver. Nico Collins should be a guy that they target a lot, and I could see him even having a crazy good year, because you've seen guys have crazy good years on bad teams. Nico Collins could be that guy. At number 5, we got Dawson Knox. If Josh Allen, I think, is going to be a top guy. Then you have Cole Beasley, you have Stephon Diggs, and who else is the next guy? I think it could be Dawson Knox. I think he'd be the number 1 tight end there in Buffalo. I like him a lot. Anthony Firkser, the tight end for Tennessee Titans, with Julio Jones there and A.J. Brown and, of course, Derrick Henry. Anthony Firkser is the back burner, but he's definitely viable for some touchdowns. Number 3, we got Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet is a guy in the Bears. I think him and Darnell Mooney are going to be a lot of this offense along with Allen Robinson. But Cole Kmet's a guy, especially if Justin Fields starts, they love their tight ends. Irv Smith Jr. with Kyle Rudolph gone, Irv Smith Jr. could see an increased role. And he did pretty well on the weeks when Kyle Rudolph wasn't playing last year. So I could see Irv Smith Jr. being a top 10 tight end. And number 1, we have Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman's a tight end for the Saints. I think he could be the number top receiver there behind Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. But yeah, like Adam Troutman is my number 1 tight end sleeper. But thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to comment down below what you guys like, dislike, any other videos you want me to see, and make sure to follow me on TikTok. My bad. TikTok at TakeDownDFS, Instagram at TakeDownDFS, and Twitter at TDownDFS. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.